Hi everyone. I am a day late and an hour early. Had to do it before the crew started today. So, I will post it for 9 o'clock and you can watch it then on your leisurely Saturday morning. Everyone please try and stay cool as a cucumber. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can take a stamped image such as this. This is just the sunflower, which is this one right here. And I do have it with the thin cuts. Remember, you can always buy it just the stamp set and fussy cut it out yourself. This one with thin cut is Z8038. If you want just the stamp set, it's C1947. Okay? So normally you would ink it up in black ink and color it with a marker. I just use this one marker, which is the Pale Pink Shades, not the Pale Pink Blend. Shades is darker, blend is where the color starts, the lighter. So blend would have lighter 3 colors, and this is like the next in the line of succession. And I'll hold that up so you can see it a little bit better. Just waiting for the camera to make sure I'm where I need to be. Let's try that. And maybe down here you can see it better with the light. Okay, I'll make a still of that if you would like. If you're on, say hi. So the next thing I want to show you is how you can kind of make it your own. This is kind of a step for doing watercolor. So I've got the ink or the stamp on the block, and I took out my linen ink, which is this color on top. It's very light, and I will hold this up and hopefully you can see that it is just very light. It is just there for an outline and just kind of a ghost of a shadow of a color, if that makes sense at all. All right, so what we're going to do is move all this out of the way. Again, thank you for shopping with me. That supports my business and I appreciate it so very, very much. I am going to start with the light marker, and let me just get something so you can see, hopefully, that contrasts a little bit better. Give me just a sec to check that that looks good. That looks pretty good. So you saw that it was just a ghost image. I'm starting with the light, and I am just going to go around, and I'm not going to do all of this. I've already done one. There's a petal. Here's another petal. I'm just outlining it. And here's another petal. So I just went light, medium, and dark. And then I would just continue that on. And sometimes you have to change it up. You can't go just light, medium, dark all the way around, but it worked out. So we're just going to color it like that. Just waiting to give you a good look. Move my light up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's what we did to start with the marker. Then I used this itty bitty marker, just itty bitty, to do the next step. I'm going to leave that there so you can see. Alright, so I am not going to spend a whole lot of time worrying about following the lines exactly, because they're just there barely, just to kind of give you a reference. Okay, so I just went around, see if I can do this. I like to color first, and I can go back and white out any of that I don't like. So I just basically kind of follow what's there, and it really doesn't matter. It's just a starting point. The more you do it, like on a piece of paper, just like this, just get the feel of it, the better it'll look. So then what I did was I went around and see how there's a little shadow there, or a little spot, because you know sunflowers have all these little doodads. I just went around and made myself an extra layer. Okay, like so. So that's all I did. This one I have fully colored, but I haven't done the lines yet. Okay, but I would do that same thing. And okay, next I want to show you, I'm not going to quite show you the card yet because I want to show you what I did to the background. So because this is so small, I'm going to take my big huge Sharpie and show you with this. It's the same technique. I just was using a smaller one, but I figured you could see this a little bit better. Okay, so I just want to kind of, I'm just going to kind of draw my outline first with dots. So I'm just going to kind of space them out. And what's nice about this is if you draw one, let's say we put one up here, and it kind of goes wonky, and it doesn't really have the nice shape that you want, you can fix that. See how this one, and again, practice makes perfect. So that's just my outline shape to follow. This one got a little bit off center, right? It should have been more up here. But how you fix that is now I'm just going to go back in. Oh, my Sharpie seems to be running out. And I'm just going to stagger back and forth. Try not to do the same. You know, don't make it even. You want it kind of not even. Okay, and then down here it could be a little thicker because it's coming around the corner. And then you can go back and fill in as much as you want. And that's how you can get a background really nice. So again, I dotted out my outline of where I think I want to go, and then I just kind of went, sorry, my Sharpie I didn't realize was on its last leg. I just went around and kind of quickly filled it in, making, you know, adjustments to the pattern, if you will, as you go. Thicker here, maybe I want it a little bit smaller there, a little bit more. See how you can get a little bit more of a curlicue if you want, just like that. That's how I made the background. Okay, so give it a try. Again, I used this one, so obviously it might take a little bit longer because they're smaller dots. I just wanted you to have a feel of that it's just as easy as the big Sharpie, and there's no reason why you couldn't just use the big Sharpie if you wanted to, really. But I kind of like the look of the little one because it's a little bit better size. And this is the black La Pen from Marvy. It's in our catalog, and they're really, really, really nice. I have a few colors of them. Here's a couple more that I have, just so you can see kind of what colors they have. So this is an olive, I believe. Yep, a jade and a red. Aren't those pretty? And there's a whole bunch of them. Really nice to write with. I have a teacher friend who says she loves these pens. She has one to write with all the time. Okay. And I don't have, oh, here, I can show you. Sneak peek, if you don't have your core catalog, starts August 1st. And we will go back to the back. I'm not going to show you everything. And I will find those markers for you. Let me see. Lots of goodness to show you later. Here they are. So here's all the colors of La Pen. They're $4.50. The black one is Z4575 for $4.50. Nice. New. Love these. This is that white gel pen I was telling you about. I'll show you how to do that. So you just take one. Remember I told you there was a little bit of mess up there? You get it started and you just go over it once and let it dry. Can't express that enough, because if you keep going over it, it won't cover. Like so. And I just did it right up on this puddle where I had my boo-boo. And it just takes it away. As long as you're on white. You can't do that if you're on a color, unless you added a lot of places. The other thing that this is good for is you could go back and add yourself some little dots. Get it started. I like to get it started on my finger. And this is an 8. We have 5, 8, and 10. And for this, I think I want a 10. It's a little bit bigger dot. So you could go around and sprinkle in. You can go fairly fast, but you want to go slow enough that you make dots rather than dash lines, which I made a dash line. So I'll just make that a little bit bigger dot. So this is a fun way to add some different little elements to your project. And I will finish this one up, and because it's different than the one I'm going to show you. I'll finish this up and it'll be a bonus project. Okay, so, and these are on that same page. Like I said, there's a 10, there's an 8, and there's a 5. So 10 is the biggest one, and then smaller and smaller. Okay, so here's the card I have for you. I'll hold it up. And I added some stickle in there, and I even, on that light center, took my little black pen and added a little bit more. You can see it right around the edge like I showed you today, and then I added some more, and I kind of followed that with my stickles. And here's what I did with the black pen. I also added a little stickle down there on the end of them. And there is the card. So, tell me what you think. Will you give it a try? Here's what your standard one would look like. But I just think it dresses it up. And where I got the idea was from Barbie, and I don't know, Labour. I'm not sure how to say her last name. L-A-U-B-O-R-O-U-G-H. So she had the idea of kind of coloring like this, and I did not use the same, this is not her card, I did not use the same sunflower that she used, but I did take her inspiration and made this one. So, which is your favorite? Card number 1 or card number 2? Will you give this a try? Again, if you need to know, I used linen, which is Z2824, and if you get it by tomorrow, which is July 31st, they're $9.95. They are going to be going up $1 in August for any of the new colors. Okay, this is going to be confusing. Because our core catalog goes, our old one goes until the end of August, and our new one starts the beginning of August, anything in the new catalog is going to be the new pricing. Anything in the old catalog, such as this stamp pad, is going to be $1 cheaper until September 1st. Then everything will transfer over to this new catalog. Smiley face, there's so much goodness in here, you guys. All right, that's it for me. Again, 1 or 2, which one do you like better, and will you give it a try? Leave me a comment, and if you can, leave it on YouTube. That would be great to help my algorithms, but if you're on Facebook, that would help a little bit too. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Sorry to be day late and an hour early. Bye now.